Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on the Wyoming Cowboys. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Air Force's offense will take the field first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes. And guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Goes to the option. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Give to the fullback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Johnson looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the outside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
So now it's 2nd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Richardson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Well, the defense came into this game ready for the quarterback option. Everyone played their assignment. They forced the quarterback to keep it. They rallied to him, made a tackle. Nice job early in this game playing good assignment football.
The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. Under fire. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
From the gun, the ground game. Spins away from the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Motion from the back. Anderson will throw. Using the quick game. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
The Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's knocked down in the backfield, and even that spin move couldn't create space.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
They'll try to get outside. Got the first down and more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground too.
There's no doubt, and they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
Gets the back moving. They'll run the toss. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Falcons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Now the pitch. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Inside the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Looking for space, it's Harris. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Falcons have pushed it inside the 20. Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
That makes the score Air Force 3, Wyoming 0.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Here comes the jet sweep. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
And the Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got him.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Anderson wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Cowboys are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Holman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a right down the gut of the field. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown Falcons. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Anderson will throw. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot
And you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's Durham. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Gives it on the option. Quick spin on the run. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the option. Look out, he's got room. There he goes to the right. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Anderson wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now on the move. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Anderson will throw. He's got it on the run.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Quarterback stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find them an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big uglies up front because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays, and he does.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll power it inside with the fullback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The option look. He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Falcons! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Anderson wants to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Holman. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking on bounds at the 46.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Scott. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.